What's going on, guys? It's Bricks here, and in today's video it's just going to be a short tips and tricks video tailored towards, like, I would say 0 to 50 hour players, people who are decently new to the game. This is going to be completely vanilla. I don't have any mods on right now. My game is a little choppy just because of the quality that I'm recording at, so that the video will look nice. This video is mostly going to be for high quota runs, so usually what you'll want to do is go to assurance as much as possible. It's usually rainy whenever you start a new save file, so if you go to moons, you'll see rainy assurance. One thing that you probably do not know if you are newer to the game is you do not have to type out the full word that you are trying to do, you know, like the action that you're trying to do. For example, if I want to go assurance, I just type ass and then C, and that's it, instead of typing out the full map name. Here is a jump that I wanted to show you guys. If you go here, jump up here, and then jump down here, you do not take any fall damage. And that was honestly my second time ever doing that, and my first and second try I've done it without taking fall damage, so it's pretty easy. All right, and here is the second jump. This one is for main. So what you want to do is instantly run and then strafe jump to the left, and you can land right up there, take no fall damage, and then just run over here to main. Sometimes you will take fall damage like what I just did, but it's fine. It's not a lot, and it doesn't put you to critical. That is only if you're going main, but I suggest going fire exit. Another trick that I like to do for assurance is I like dropping this stuff off down here. Just makes it easier so that you don't have to climb the ladder. Makes it a little faster. Alright guys, well, this is the apparatus glitch that I wanted to show you. So if you pull the apparatus, you just jump up here, you crouch, get in this corner, uncrouch, and walk off the edge. And it spawns you at main. So I do have to hurry because that is a baboon hawk, and they do like to steal your loot. So if I don't hurry up and go back to main, he will probably take my loot. If it's in the ship, they will not touch it, but he's probably gonna go to main and take something. So they are not based off of sound. People believe that screaming at them will make them run away. Their AI is mostly based on quantity. They will back off if you run at them, but it is more of a how many of them versus how many of you is how it works. If you outnumber them, they will back off. If they outnumber you, they will probably attack, but they do get scared easily. So if it's one-on-one, if you just run at them, they'll usually back off. See, like he backs off, like I don't even have to talk and he'll back off because it's just him. Another thing that a lot of people do not know is the light switch. You can actually move it. So I usually like to put it up here, but some people put it like right there. It's just so that we can see it. And while I'm here, I might as well talk about the ghost girl. If you're on an elevated surface, she usually cannot get you. I will show you more of that when I get to rend. But in here, if you are haunted and you are in the ship, you can press B, and then whatever your button is to change inventory slots. Most people it'd be scroll wheel, but mine are mouse buttons. So you press B, jump, and then press your whatever bind it is. So scroll wheel, mouse button, whatever it may be, and then you can crouch and move around, and the ghost girl cannot get you. All right, now we're going to talk about the moons. So experimentation is known as the beginner map. It is awful. I would not recommend anyone going there, even if you are a beginner. The scrap is just terrible, and it is so far away from the ship. Assurance is probably arguably the best free map besides March, but I'll get into that. Assurance is where you want to go, and then Val, honestly, just stay away from Val. Offense, stay away from offense. Your options are really just Assurance and March if you're trying to go for a high quota. Val is a really bad map, and it has a lot of dogs and forest giants. Offense has a lot of baboon hawks and dogs, and the earth leviathan spawns there pretty often. Assurance gets a good amount of dogs, baboon hawks, and earth leviathans, but they're not hard to deal with. The giants are just like insta death, like you're just dead. But dogs, you can avoid them. Baboon hawks, you can avoid them. And if you know how to, you can avoid the earth leviathan. The earth leviathan is the big worm that comes out of the ground. So March has 3 fire exits in main. 2 of the fire exits are close to the ship, and 1 fire exit is close to main. It's really good for scrap and for bees. If Assurance is like eclipsed or flooded, you could go March, but that's about it for the free maps. Rend is the best paid map. It is. I used to be a Titan lover, but Rend 100% is the map to go if you're trying to get high quotas. It is by far the safest paid map, and it has a good amount of loot. It really does. So Dine is basically a harder version of Rend. There's really no point in going there. And Titan is Titan, you know. If you've played Lethal Company, you've probably been to Titan at least once, because everyone loves to go there. It is pretty good, especially when you get mansion loadout, but it is also very dangerous. The best part about Titan is how close it is to the ship. You just run a couple feet and then there's the stairs, and you can just run straight up to the main or fire exit. The main entrance and the fire exit are very close to each other, so that's also why people like it. So you could just easily split up and like 1 go main, 1 go fire, or 2 go main, 2 go fire. Depends on how many people you're playing with and what your game plan is. If you want 1 to go fire, 1 to stay in the ship, and 2 go main, you know, whatever it may be. And since this video is tailored towards newer players that might not know much about the game, your sprint at 0 pounds is obviously the best it's going to be. Each scrap weighs a certain amount of pounds. Like this flashbang weighs 5 pounds, and these bottles bring me up to 24. And the more weight you have, the faster your sprint depletes and the slower it regenerates. So if you're carrying a lot of weight and you completely run out of sprint, you will want to drop your items to have your sprint bar regenerate faster. Because as you can see, if I pick these up, it slows down a little bit while it regenerates. So just keep that in mind. Another trick to be a little faster is, instead of typing moons and then the company building, you know, all you have to do is bring up the terminal, type COM, and then C, and it'll put you to the company building. Okay, so something I wanted to briefly explain real quick is the saving of scrap for further moons. So what I'm going to be doing in this run is selling everything, just because I want to go to rend so that I can talk more about some tips and tricks and talk about rend. But usually you would want to just sell the quota so that you can have some scrap left over for your next quota, because the higher quotas require a lot of scrap, so you want a good stockpile of scrap. But usually some people like to sell everything on the first quota just so that they can buy a bunch of stuff like shovels and walkies and flashlights and whatnot, which you can do that, but I don't really recommend it because I usually go in without anything anyways. But if you want a walkie or a shovel or whatever, you can get one. I'm probably gonna buy a shovel. because I might try and kill a nutcracker for the video. I don't know. Alright, so I will be showing you the fastest route to get to Maine as soon as my ship lands with my shovel. So I will cut to that right now. Alright, this is the fastest route to Maine. So you want to come this way, past these rocks, and past the house. I do have a shovel on me, so I may be a little slow. You want to come around this mountain. I lied. You want to come in between these trees, and this tree and this mountain is where you want to be. And directly in front of it is Maine. Alright, so here's what I wanted to show you guys. So if you get stuck, like, let's say a jester popped, right? And you don't have time to leave, like he's chasing you down the stairs. What you can do is get up on this pillar right here. You don't have to jump, you can just walk onto it. Look at the door, sprint and jump. And you're on the door. And no monsters can get you right here. I think the only monster that could probably kill you while you're up here is maybe the nutcracker, if they're standing far enough away and their bullet spread hits you. But I'm not sure. I've never died while I was up here, so I have no idea. See if you can just get up here. Nah, you have to be on the pillar. Okay. Yeah. Alright, there's other things that you can get on top of, like these right here. I think the ghost girl can't get you while you're up here. I'm not sure about any other mobs, but I know that the ghost girl shouldn't be able to get you while you're up here. Okay, and a tip to never get lost in Maine. Well, let me restart. A tip to never get lost in Mansion is the doors. You see how the door, when I open it, it doesn't matter where I open it from, it always swings out towards Maine. Every single door will do this. It'll swing out towards Maine, and it'll point towards where Maine is. You see? Oh, and here's one thing that I wanted to talk about, the bracken. So when you are playing solo, when you are the only person in your lobby, if you stare at the bracken, you will not anger him. As long as you are looking at him, he will not kill you. This only applies when you are playing solo. So one thing about the nutcracker that a lot of people seem to not understand is when he's looking around, you can move as long as you are not in his line of sight. Oh shit. Okay, well, the nutcracker killed me, so I'm going to show you how to get to and from fire exit now. Because a lot of people don't know how to get to fire exit, and even if they do know how to get to fire exit, they don't know how to get back from fire exit. So you basically want to go up that mountain right there. I will show you as soon as I land. So you want to head this way, right up this mountain, past all these trees. And I usually like to go like right here. You can just fall straight down. You won't die. You just slowly make your way down to the ground. There you go. There's a data chip right there. And here is fire exit. You can go inside, you know, look around, find some loot, you know, normal lethal company things. And I already almost have a full inventory. Holy shit. But yeah, since this is a tutorial video, I'm not gonna play it as if I was actually playing. But you get the point. That's how you get to fire exit. You know, you can leave all your shit there, or you can leave it outside, right here. But this is how to get back to the ship. So once you exit fire, you'll be looking like this way. You'll be right here. You want to turn and turn to the right, go up here, and you want to just follow the edge right here. Just keep following the edge. Don't fall back down. And eventually you'll get back to that mountain that you slid down from. And your ship is just directly this way. You can scan and you can see your ship, and it's literally right here. See? Right there. That is the fastest and easiest way to get back to the ship from fire exit. And I think that is about it. Okay. So for viables, walkie-talkie, I'm gonna go over viables that I would recommend. Walkie-talkie, pro flashlight, stun grenade, jetpack, maybe extension ladder depending on what map you're playing, signal translator, teleporter, and that's about it. So if I did not, whatever item I did not mention, I do not recommend. You can get the lockpicker if you have the money, but it's kind of useless because you find plenty of keys anyways. The shovel, I don't know if I said the shovel, but the shovel definitely is worth it. But yeah, all of the items that I just said are your go-to items. I wouldn't recommend getting anything else. So to recap, I showed you guys main and fire exit on assurance and rend. I talked about the moons. They're a little bit about the positives and the negatives of them. You definitely want to mostly stick to assurance and rend. I gave you guys a little bit of information about the terminal. I talked about the scrap and why it's important that you do not sell all of it, and that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed and would like more tutorial type videos, I will be glad to make them. I love this game and I have over 200 hours on it. I think that I'm pretty good at it. I've watched a lot of videos and tutorials and AI explanation on the monsters themselves, so I know how they work. So if you guys ever wanted any more tutorial type of videos from me, just let me know in the comments. And like, if you like the video, give it a like and maybe consider subscribing. That'll let me know that I did good on this video. And thank you for watching. Peace.